Hi there guys. It's quite early in the morning still. I'm just about to go to the gym, but I fancy a bit of a snack. I've already had my eggs and I keep on getting pestered for pancakes, so I'm going to do some pancakes. Now they're very easy, quite protein filled, and they're tasty, man. Really nice. I'll show you the ingredients and then we'll just get started. Okay, so we've got some nice free range eggs. Obviously if you can get like omega-3 and stuff like that in the yolks, it'll be even better, but free range is alright for me. Cinnamon for the nice taste. We've got some coconut nectar. It's a sugar alternative, so but it's tasty. It really is nice. We've got some skim milk just to water it, like, just to get the texture right. And then we've got some maca powder, which is really good for fiber, but it also helps with a lot of things such as like testosterone and hormonal support, which is great in a guy. And then we've got our staple oatmeal, a really good source of carbohydrates, quite slow releasing, so going to have a good amount of energy for the gym. Alright, so let's get started. Okay, so we always start with the dried goods first. Again, I've got my little trusty cup measure, and as I'm doing it for not just me but another person, 2 cups of oatmeal would be perfect. I'm just going to make a good amount of pancakes. Hopefully it will fill people. The maca powder, again, that's more for me, but it's just a good little thing for everybody to have as well. I'm going to put like just a tablespoon in there. Now it doesn't give much of a taste. It just, again, it's just something to be a little bit more nutritious. And then we'll do a little bit of sugar. I usually put a little bit of sugar in now, but I don't put loads in because I do it to taste after. Cinnamon, I'm very generous with cinnamon, so I love cinnamon. And it makes everything taste really sweet and dessert wise. Oh, it smells nice. Right now, as I want to get a little bit bigger, and especially just before the gym workout itself, I like to have a little bit more fats. So I will be using a couple of whole eggs as well as the egg whites as well. So 1 egg, that's 2, and then I'll be putting just an egg white in. Now again, it's totally up to you. You don't have to do whole eggs or just egg whites. It's all up to you, but I do watch what fats I'm taking in right now, so you've got to be a bit careful. I think 3 eggs are going to do that quite nicely. Put that over there. Right then, so get a fork, just start mixing. Now, don't get me wrong, it will look very unappetizing to start with. But just give it a chance, don't panic, it will come round. So, as you can see, it's coming together. Now, again, it's not really anything like rocket science or anything like that. This is just very easy pancakes, but they're quite good for you. So, as you can see, it doesn't look like pouring mixture yet. I mean, you could probably you can stand a fork in it. So you need a little bit more. It's a little bit watery down. So this is where the milk comes in. On that tray, and I can't open the bloody milk. Okay. So I just do a dash. I do this to why. Now you don't want it too runny, but you do want it runny enough to actually pour it into the pan. Now, this, depending on your oatmeal and how it's been stored, will depend on how much milk it takes. but usually it's about a cup, like, you know, just under a cup for me. But again, it differs depending on the oatmeal. So that's coming together quite nicely. Just going to put a little bit more, so I like my pancakes to spread a little bit. So, as you can see, it doesn't look that nice right now, but it does taste really nice. You can use a whisk if you want to, but in all honesty, with oatmeal, one thing I almost forgot was your protein powder. Now, I'm just using the whey protein here from Holland Barrett. It's only because I work there pretty much, you know, get nice little discounts sometimes. But I usually use about a scoop for this kind of protein mix here, like the pancake mix. Maybe a little bit more. Just one of those kind of guys. So mix that together and then I'll show you the cooking. Alright then, so I've got a pan on, just heating up. Now you don't want the pan too hot. The reason being is it will burn the pancakes and you don't want that. And I've also, by the way, just between the little pores there, put another probably tablespoon and a half of this because I had a little taste and it was a little bit unsweetened, let's say. So while the pan's heating up, take your cup. Again, this is how I measure most things. You know, you can weigh things, but with like this, I kind of know what kind of proteins are in there. So it's quite warm now. You have it over like a medium heat, and then you just turn it down. So when the pancake goes in, like I said, it doesn't burn. Get some spray. You can use coconut oil, but it kind of changes the nature of the coconut oil when you heat it. Give it a couple of good squirts of that so it doesn't stick, hopefully, he says. Alright, so as you can see, or maybe not, as you can see, it's quite thick consistency. Now that's kind of what you want. You want that kind of dropping consistency. So, fork in the sink and let's get started. So I usually go first one half a cup, so if anything does go wrong you can change the mixture. Let it spread out nice and evenly, and that's it guys, really. You let it cook, you don't really touch it for that much. You can, if you want to, like move it about and stuff like that, you can shake it, but I just let it lie, you know, let it settle. If you have one of these, good stuff. If not, just use like you know, usual, any kind of thing that you can flip things with. So what you'll see is around the edges, it will start to cook first, and it will start to come up around the edges. Now, you can wait until it fully comes through and starts to bubble. Like the bubbles right now are coming up to the top and they'll begin to burst. That's basically just the water coming through. Now, I don't wait too long. The reason being is I like my pancake. Oh, look at that. I like my pancake to look quite nice on both sides, if I can, if I don't flip it like that. But have no fear. Now that there, again, that is pretty much it done. Now, this mix will probably get around 8 little pancakes like this, or 4 nice big pancakes, depending on like how you like to eat. And they freeze down really well as well. So if you needed a snack on the go, then these are perfect, because they're better than any bar that you can buy in the shops. Protein bars are absolute crap, full of sugars that you don't really need. Whereas this, you've got coconut nectar, You've got oats, which again, oatmeal is a really good source of carbohydrates. You've got things like, I mean, you've even got maca, you can put other things like flaxseed. It all depends on you. But that there is my first pancake out of the lot. So I've got a couple done now, and it's pretty much now, the pan is really nice and hot. So I've had it on a lower setting for quite a while now, and still just going through the mix, dropping it in, and then it's spread out. And again, guys, don't worry if your pancakes, like, you know, start to go a little bit wrong. It doesn't matter. They will still be quite nice, just a scramble like mixture, in all honesty. It's not that appetizing, but you can still eat it. But if it is happening, if you are having trouble flipping it, just let it cook a little bit longer, just so you don't have that issue, because like, you will find that, especially with the first couple, the mix is still quite relatively fresh. So most mixtures like this like to be rested a little bit. So the further on in your cooking you get, the better the mix will be. So just as a little example, this is how the batter changes just over a couple of minutes of cooking. So I've got my fourth pancake in there. That was the first one. I mean, it looks alright, it's edible, but second one, a lot nicer. And then by the third, you're getting into proper pancake looking pancakes. And again, I like my kind of pancakes American style, so I have my batter quite thick. Alright, so this is the last pancake. Again, it's on the lowest heat now because it's nice and warm. Just ease it off. Nice and flipped. Perfect. Just right now. It's always the way. Get to the end of cooking and it's usually the best one. So again, you let that lie for a couple of minutes. This is what the others look like. Just stacked it up a little bit here. I've already eaten the first one, so my bad. So we've got about 6 out of those, quite nice sized pancakes, and there wasn't much mixture left, so pretty good. And then we'll just nice and slowly ease that off. Pretty damn nice to me. And that's it, guys. You know, you can serve that with maybe, you know, a little bit of you know, natural syrups like agave nectar or something like that, or a little bit of Manuka honey, or in all honesty, I'll just eat them like this straight away. Anyway, guys, appreciate it. Have a nice day. Take it easy.